Are you ready?
Uh-huh. What's going on?
What happened?
I don't know. I
The lights fly away.
Madame Morrible comes out. Yes, that was me.
All of our equipment's broken. Expect the unexpected.
Welcome to Shiz.
And all your broken equipment.
Yeah, I'm not paying for that. Bye. If it's not already obvious, Jason's gay. She's fake. She wears too much makeup. And who wears blue eyeshadow now these days?
There's a body in there.
Thank you. I'm 125% sure, Jerry, that he is the father of my baby.
Oh, you got a paper cut. Oh, you broke your leg. Oh.
In the arms.
For only 19 cents a day.
You can take away my food. I said, actually, you know what? You should just straighten up.
Oh my God.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, Straighten Up with Jason and Eddie.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Eddie, and we are back again.
Again. Keep going. Keep going. That was good. Keep going.
Back again with another video coming into your homes and into your phones in the least creepiest way possible.
It's always a little creepy.
If you think this is creepy, like, follow, and subscribe for more creepy.
Yeah, and send us $50 on Venmo.
And we'll stop being creepy.
Oh, I want more money. Anyways.
Like, they send money for us not to be creepy every episode.
No, just if they think it's creepy. $50 right there.
That was gross, not creepy.
Anyway.
We're back with another episode for you guys.
Episode. I was going to go here.
It doesn't matter.
3 of the year.
We're not going to do that every episode.
Yeah, but I wanted to.
And that's why you look like that.
I'm sorry.
So, Jason Michael Felix. Jason and
Don't
Rena.
dox me.
So, Jason and Rena Marie. What are we going to... So, Jason and Rena Marie, what are we going to talk about today?
I want to talk about movies. I want to talk about all the movies that we've seen this last
Una
year.
película.
What?
A movie that's Spanish.
Oh, I don't speak Spanish.
Oh, rats.
¿Por qué no los dos?
It's the extent of his Spanish, folks. Okay,
And
movies.
I would say it's a lot.
Okay, movies. Let's talk about movies. What are we going to talk about?
Okay. I want to talk about our favorite movies of the year, our least favorite movies of the year, the movies that we wish we could have got a refund for because we saw in the theater and it wasn't great.
Nope.
Oh, first of all, Nope was a few years ago, but Nope is a great movie.
I'm going to still talk about it. I wish I got my money. I didn't even pay for Nope, and I wish I would have got my money back.
I loved Nope. I thought it was such a good movie. I thought Keke Palmer was great in it.
Every movie Keke Palmer in is great. I agree with you there. But the movie itself was crazy.
Sounds like a contradiction. But I love Keke Palmer. I think she's cool. And I think that movie did not get the praise that
I also
it
love
was.
Keke Palmer. I think Keke Palmer is amazing. The movie Nope, not amazing.
I don't think it got the praise that it should have gotten. But
because it was a bad movie.
it's one of those movies that like leads you to believe one thing is happening and then another thing happens. It's very M. Night Shyamalan. And I like that about it.
Shyamalan.
Shyamalan.
The cloud bled.
Yeah, because it was alive. It was actually an alien. It was just using the cloud
you
as
hear
a
what I'm
disguise.
saying?
Oh, also, for any of the movies that we might mention in here, there might be spoilers. So just keep in mind, if we mention a movie that you haven't seen yet and you want to see it, we might spoil it.
A year later, it's going to spoil for you.
Yeah, because people haven't seen. People don't watch movies right when they come out sometimes.
They wait a year to watch it?
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's crazy.
Have you never watched a movie a year after it came out?
Didn't wait a year to watch it. Just happened that way.
Well, that might happen for them.
And it's a spoiler?
Yeah, because people still might want to see it and be like, oh, dang, I was looking forward to seeing that movie.
I guess.
Now they spoiled it.
Spoiled it! Spoiled it! Spoiled it!
Is that from something?
Future! Yeah, SpongeBob.
I don't think that's SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I don't think he said spoiled it.
Yeah, spoiled it! Spoiled it! It's the scene from SpongeBob.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't think he said spoiled
What
it.
does it say then?
I don't know, but I don't think it spoiled it.
Audience?
Soiled it, I think.
Soiled it?
Soiled it, I think.
Soiled it! Spoiled it! I think it's spoiled.
If I can find the clip, I'll put it here. I don't know. Like we'll see.
Sure. I'm pretty sure it spoiled it.
We're gonna go with that because you need this win. Anyways, what do you think was your favorite movie of last year? Do you have one in your head?
No.
Because I have one in my head.
Okay.
It was Wicked. Oh. Somebody didn't get the memo for Quiet on Set.
I'm so sorry. I got my vocabulary word of the day. Oh, no, that wasn't.
I was like, that did not sound like the chime.
That was not the chime for vocabulary. That was a chime for substitutes for my job.
Oh.
I put it on silent.
Oh, good. Anyways, I think Wicked was my favorite movie of the year. I think of all the movies that came out, it was great. It was a phenomenal movie. I know we talked a little bit about it in the first episode, but I just want to elaborate on the fact that it was incredibly well done. John M. Chu did an amazing job.
When did Wicked come out?
In November?
Oh.
Did you think it was this year?
Yeah.
In the last 2 weeks?
Like, that's crazy that you said that because it came out in 2025.
Yeah, and my
Anyways.
understanding of like Wicked was zero besides The Wizard of Oz before seeing Wicked. I knew a little bit only because in preparation of it I looked it up a little bit, but I didn't know anything about Wicked and I was floored by that movie.
I knew everything about Wicked.
Yeah.
I've read the book. I've seen the Broadway show. That's about it. But I've did it. I've seen them. I've seen the Broadway shows.
Yeah.
The book and all
I
that.
think that's enough.
That's really the only things you can know.
Yeah, I
about
was gonna
Wicked.
say.
But I knew the
other than
storyline.
living as Alphabet.
Yeah. Other than being Galinda
Yeah.
in my world. But I knew about it, so I was excited for it. Plus, Ariana Grande. I love Ariana Grande.
Yes.
This is my first time actually seeing or learning about Cynthia Erivo. That girl can sing.
Yeah.
That girl can sing. She can sing, baby.
That was kind of good.
I'm an actor. Thanks.
I knew about Cynthia a little bit just from seeing Harriet. And then I think I had seen like a few random clips online.
She was Harriet Tubman, right?
Yeah. And then I saw a few random clips of her in The Color Purple on Broadway. There was just like a few, just the clips of like her singing and stuff. Or on
The
TikTok.
Color Purple. I love The Color Purple. Fun fact, quick story, real fast, sideline. My grandma got invited years ago with my aunt and some of my cousins, my older cousins, to go see The Color Purple in theater. I was super jealous. I was like, oh man, like I really want. That's so awesome. I wish I can go. I'm so jealous. Blah blah blah. My grandmother slept the whole time. A live theater, Color Purple.
That's crazy.
Slept the whole time, and the only time she didn't sleep, there was a lady sitting next to her. She said, and anytime like she would like, the lady would burst into some kind of response, either clapping or whatever. She would you'd wake up like yeah, you know. I was like, man, wasted a ticket, wasted a ticket.
That is such like a naughty thing to do.
I could have been me there watching The Color Purple, but no, it was her taking a little nappy poo.
What a time to take a nap.
What a time to take a nap. The movies I can get.
Yeah,
This is live action.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is theater.
Yeah, I have never been to a like legitimate play. I don't think ever. In my life, like I've been to like obviously like high school productions where I go and see like my nieces and nephews or like
Is that not a legitimate play?
But you know what I mean, like professional actors and actresses. Like I've never seen
Your
a
niece
production.
and nephew are gonna see this and feel very jolted that you're saying they're not professional.
Oh my god!
You're gonna kill their self-esteem.
I thought that I had for the longest time because when I was in like kindergarten or first grade, they took us to go see the Nutcracker. And that whole time I thought I was seeing a professional like production of the Nutcracker.
Mm-hmm.
In my head, it was 3 hours long, and we sat through the whole thing, and we were somewhere crazy. We walked down to the high school that was like 2 blocks down and watched a high school production of the Nutcracker, and I only found that out once I was in high school, and I was like, oh, this is where we came. And ever since that, I literally thought I like went to Broadway.
Oh, like so in the moment you thought this was just...
I thought it was a profession. Like I thought this was Broadway. Like I was like, oh, we're going to see like
How
a
old were
legit
you?
play. I was like 7 or like 6 or something.
Oh.
Like I thought,
Wow, you really had an active imagination.
and I thought that's what I thought it was. I almost fell asleep though during that.
I will tell you this.
Okay.
My very first time ever visiting New York, 100 years ago, I went for spring break. Me and my ex at the time, and my uncles had an apartment out there, and so he just so happened to be there for work the same week we were there for vacation. So he took us to a bunch of different like restaurants, kind of took us around, showed us like where to shop at, and then he also took us to some Broadway shows. So that's where the very first time I saw Wicked. I saw it there.
Okay.
I saw Wicked. We saw The Lion King. Phenomenal play. Phenomenal. So was Wicked, obviously.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Lion King was just spectacular. And then we saw Evita. Evita was cool. I know the storyline for the most part. But in Evita, the reason why we went, I think, one, he wanted to see Evita, but also Ricky Martin was one of the people in it.
Okay.
He was like a celebrity person.
Yeah, like that week it was him.
So we went, and we had been walking that whole day. New York is big. There's nothing to do in New York but to walk and take the subway. So everywhere you go, you're walking. And so I'm sitting in this, my uncle, me, and my ex. We're watching this show, and I'm sitting there watching Evita, watching Ricky Martin sing. I'm just... and I'm dozing.
Yeah.
I'm dozing. Oh, my God. I was nodding. And my uncle leans over to me. He goes, why don't you just go home?
Why don't you get the freak out of here?
And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm fine. I'm fine, right? So I'm trying to compose myself. And again, he goes, really, just go home. You're ruining it for everybody.
Oh, my God. You're ruining it for everyone. He's getting people around him. Right. He's ruining it. Right.
I was so embarrassed. I've never been more embarrassed in
Did you
my
leave?
whole life. No, I sat up and I made myself stay awake for it. But he was so upset at me. I got in trouble. He was upset that I was falling asleep during the show.
You know what?
Which I mean, obviously
Yeah.
it's a live show. They don't want people falling asleep. But I was
You start
exhausted. Who knows? But I probably was. That's why
Probably.
you can just go home.
What if that's why you were ruining it? It's because you were snoring and you just didn't realize?
I was embarrassed.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, but at some point I would like to go. I know
They are doing Wicked at the
at
Pantages.
Yeah.
Pantages?
Pantages.
Oh, I said Fantages.
That's Fantasia Barrino.
Who's another phenomenal singer.
Yeah. That's who you're thinking of.
I was also thinking of 2000s Disney's Fantasia
Oh, yeah.
with Mickey Mouse Wizard.
Wait,
Isn't that
Fantasia?
Yeah, it doesn't.
You mean Phantasmic?
No.
No.
The movie Fantasia. The Disney. It came out in 2000.
I couldn't tell you, to be
You've
honest.
never seen Fantasia?
I know.
Have you seen Fantasia?
You better say yes.
It's a classic.
I don't think.
That's where the wizard Mickey comes in and he makes all the mops and everything start cleaning.
Are you sure it's not Phantasmic? Because the show would be named
There's
after
a
it.
Phantasmic
Yeah, that's what
show
I mean.
at Disney. Yes.
But at that point,
there's
why
a
didn't they call that show
Fantasia?
I could 100% be wrong.
You are. I'm literally holding Fantasia right here in my hand.
Oh, hey.
It's Fantasia.
Hey, Fantasia. I just want you to know that it's going to be Fantasia Barrino in your hand. Anyways. Okay, so one of the weird movies that we saw this year, we went with my sister Alicia. We went and we saw Longlegs. Okay, I wasn't doubting the fact that, okay, he looked it up on his phone, but I wasn't doubting the fact that it was called that. You were a much bigger Disney fan than I was. I was just getting confused with the show at Disney, and I was saying, why wouldn't they just name them the same thing if it was after the same thing?
You were doubting me.
However you want to call it. I know one Fantasia and one Fantasia only.
Name a Fantasia song.
Anyways, so the movies that I saw this year that was weird. Do you remember Longlegs?
Did we see that with Leisha?
Yeah. Remember, we got home from somewhere, I don't remember, and we went to like a late showing of Longlegs.
It wasn't such an interesting movie.
It was odd.
It was eerie. It wasn't scary.
Yeah.
It was broadcasted as a horror film.
Mm-hmm.
It was an uncomfortable film.
Yeah. And I think like the premise was that he was supposed to be like the Antichrist or something like that. But then people were questioning whether or not he actually was, or if he was just like fucking crazy. And like,
He was getting people to kill themselves though.
yeah, true.
The mother
So-
was the nun.
Yeah,
the
that's
nun.
right. That's right.
It was just a weird movie.
It was an odd
It was just
movie.
a weird movie. It made you somewhat almost like Hereditary.
Oh yeah.
Hereditary was an uncomfortable
Mhm.
movie. It
Mhm.
wasn't scary by any means, but it made you feel. It was a visceral reaction, like
Yeah.
like you shudder.
Yeah. Ooh.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, that I feel like that's the thing though. I think it was meant to leave you feeling uncomfortable, and I guess in that way it achieved its job. But still, I think I was expecting more like jump scares, and it just wasn't. And I just
Jump scare.
jump scare. I will say though, TikTok had a good time with like the little clips from Long Legs. I didn't realize it was from Long Legs some of the times when they like the little like Daddy. Like, have you seen that? Have you seen that? Oh, I'm sorry, you still don't have TikTok. My bad.
I deleted TikTok off my phone.
I
and
wonder how
now
long
I
it's
don't
gonna be
have
till they put it back on the app.
They
Store.
probably won't ever.
Yeah, you can use my old phone that's in your room that you're supposed to sell, but you can use that
I
one and
can't
just watch
believe I'm
TikTok
so
on
dumb.
it.
I still can't believe. And it's good that I don't have it because I really was addicted to it. But dang, everyone's like, "Oh, I saw it on TikTok."
I literally the other night was like, "Oh, did you see the TikTok?" And then I realized you
TikTok,
did.
and it's nothing.
You sounded so like sure about your decision.
I
I'm
was.
glad that and then you sounded so bitter.
Because then
few
that
hours
goes into
later.
I was addicted to it,
Yeah,
and I want my addiction back.
you're having withdrawals.
I feel like that scene from Hunger Games. TikTok, 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 TikTok,
You're the old lady.
TikTok. You know, like that's
Yeah.
how I feel. Like I'm fiending right now. I got my vocabulary word of the day.
Okay, what's your vocabulary word?
Dexterity. Skill and speed in doing tasks with hands. She showed great dexterity in cooking.
Okay,
I already knew what dexterity meant.
same. Anyways, so another good one for the year was Deadpool and Wolverine.
That one was good.
It was a very good movie.
I was surprised by how many. What's the word I'm looking for? How many
Customers that were?
non-family oriented things were part of the movie because
Oh.
it was Disney now.
Yeah,
And Disney doesn't do that shit.
yeah. Like say the word shit.
Exactly. That's why I said it. Disney doesn't do that. And so there were so many cuss words, so many innuendos.
Yeah.
But it's Deadpool, so you kind of have to.
Wasn't there that thing where it was like Disney had said 120 curse words in total in all of their movies,
Oh, I never
and
heard that.
119 of them were in Deadpool and Wolverine, and
Oh,
one was in
no.
like Guardians of the Galaxy or
I
something
never
like that.
didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
It was crazy.
But it was
dude.
cool because then Wolverine came back because,
Uh-huh.
you know, after Wolverine died in the last Wolverine movie, that was it. Hugh Jackman was like, okay, and then they brought him back.
Yeah.
And it was cool seeing all the other like multiverse Wolverines, like Henry Cavill. Like that was pretty cool.
Mhm.
And like all the different, you know, Deadpools.
Yeah.
Baby Deadpool. Did you
Baby
know
Deadpool.
that Lady Deadpool was Blake Lively?
Oh yeah. I remember seeing that afterwards.
Mhm.
That's crazy. And then speaking of which, did you see? Because obviously we'll get into it a little bit more, but the whole Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni stuff, and then apparently
Yeah.
they based one of the Deadpools off of him or something, and it was supposed to be like extra woke Deadpool or something or polite Deadpool or something.
I don't know.
That's just the rumors. In all
There's just
fairness,
a
I
lot
did-
about that movie that just was disappointing to me.
Yeah. Do you want to get into that movie? Actually, you saw the movie. I did.
I
not.
did. I saw the movie and I read the books. The books were phenomenal. If you don't know what we're talking about the two books. It Ends With Us and It Starts With Us. It Ends With Us just got its movie adaptation with Blake Lively and
Justin Baldoni.
Justin Baldoni. I had so many high hopes for this movie because
You were ecstatic.
the book was, again, phenomenal. The book was amazing. I cried, I laughed, I was angry, a spew of emotions. It was a great movie, great book. I mean, great book. In my mind, they're movies. How I read books, it's kind of crazy. We don't have to get into that right now.
Ooh, I want to do that in another episode, but go ahead.
But the book was just fantastic, and the movie
Was not.
dropped the ball
Yeah.
so hard. Dropped the ball from how Blake Lively portrayed the character to how the character dressed, because Lily would not dress like that in the book. I'll tell you that right now. But she was so excited because she was using all of my clothes. Like,
I'm
these are
using
my
Gigi
clothes.
Hadid's sweater.
These are my clothes. I'm using my own clothes. Okay, and
Look at my Louis Vuitton heels.
that's not Lily. How her flower shop was created, that's not Lily. All the scenes, like, they really downplayed the domestic abuse. Like, I get it, it's a movie, you don't want to be crazy, but I've seen movies that are PG-13 that had way crazier domestic abuse scenes. Like, the book was so detailed.
Was that one rated PG-13?
I don't know what it was rated. It was rated PG bullshit.
Oh, wow.
I was so disappointed. It was
PG-13.
It was a good movie in the sense, like, I knew what was going to happen, and, like, the love scenes and everything. I was like, oh, like, I was watching my characters come to life. But at the same time, they just didn't do it justice.
Yeah.
And it could have been done so much better. It could have included so many more things. And just how it was heartbreaking to me, because how I read this book and how it was portrayed in my mind. Obviously, it's not going to be the same on theater. Like, my mind it's completely separate entity. I get that. I'm not dumb to that fact. But give the people what they want, and it didn't.
Yeah.
And I walked out of there feeling so disappointed because they downplayed it. One, Blake Lively, on all of her interviews, this romance.
Oh, yes.
This romance between Ryle and Lily, and they love each other, and they meet these adversities, blah, 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 blah. Girl,
she definitely made it seem like a rom-com.
Girl.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you not read the book?
Yeah.
Did
Grab
you not
your
see
girls,
what happens?
Get your flower crowns, and go to the movies.
Yes. Where Mr. Baldoni over here is speaking of what it is and what it's for, and like overcoming abuse and being triumphant in yourself, and that's like okay, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And she was just not, and I can go on and on with the disappointment, because those books, the books were just just heart-wrenching, and just full of emotion and sadness and anger and happiness, and coming and finding yourself after losing yourself in such domestic violence and relationships, and thinking you needed your life one way but really needed to go the other way, and just lost love, and
I wonder now. I mean, obviously there's probably news about it, but I wonder if they're gonna get the second movie now, or because obviously they're not gonna work together again. Are they gonna recast them? Are they even gonna make the second movie?
They can't recast. That'd be crazy.
I know, but obviously they're not gonna work together. So then,
yeah,
I guess you're not getting a second movie. Like that's
honestly though, if it was gonna be like the first movie, I would want a second movie.
Colleen Hoover, the author, was,
and she's a sellout.
Yeah,
she's a sellout. Colleen Hoover, I'm so sorry. I love your books. I've read so many of your books, and they're amazing. But girl, you sold yourself out with this movie.
Yeah. You
could have had so much input, because this is not how you wrote your book, and look at your movie now.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that's it ends with us.
As you can tell, I get so passionate with books. Books are such a big thing for me, because they mean something in my soul.
Yeah.
Because I connect with these books, like all these books that I read, like I put myself in it, and for it not to be portrayed how it should be portrayed to the people, just
I'm sorry to the headphone users, because it's gonna be real loud.
We can move on, because I'm just gonna rant and rage, and it's just gonna be crazy, and people are gonna think I'm weird.
I think they already do. Let's see. Let's go to a good movie. Moana 2.
Moana 2 was cute.
That was a very good movie. I like the way they wrapped it up. I think it was cool. I think she got her like last adventure, and then
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a Moana 3.
Oh well.
How it ended did not end as a finale.
Yeah, because now she's off doing her thing as a demigod and all that. Yeah.
Not even just that, but she's making wayfinding all these different people in the world. Like, it's not just their island now.
I'm sure that Disney probably isn't gonna stop
Moana.
Those movies.
Make way. She is a demigod now. Spoiler alert.
Surprise.
And it was I knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, I remember.
You wanna know how I knew? I didn't know to the end, but I knew. One, I knew something was going to happen just in general because it's Moana. But I knew it was going to happen because when Maui got struck by the lightning and he lost all his tattoos and then he was human again, I was like, oh. And he said something, he was like, something about, he had mentioned, before I was a demigod, I was a human, And then all that stuff, then movie goes and then he gets hit by lightning. He's human again. I thought, foreshadow. Mm-hmm. She's going to be a demigod. And what happens? Bzz. Demigod.
Boom.
Knew it.
Okay. Another one that made you cry a little bit, The Wild Robot.
So many movies make me cry. I'm a crier.
The Wild Robot was such a good movie, and I wasn't anticipating it being like so like heart wrenching, but it very much like it was. I thought it was just gonna be like a cute movie.
No, it was a good message behind it.
Yes,
It did make me cry.
it did. I remember
did
looking
make
over
me
here,
cry.
and you were just
Side note, I just watched Mufasa, the new movie that just came out. I cried in that movie too. I'm a crier.
yeah.
I cry. I care. Sometimes too much. Sometimes too much. The Wild Robot was one of those times it was too much.
Yeah.
It was such a cute movie.
It was very like what a parent would do for their child.
Yes.
And to the lengths that you would go to like make sure that they're protected and all of that. Like I feel like they did it really well, and I'm glad
She
that
didn't
it got
want
the
him at
praise.
first. Poor robot.
Yeah,
She
I'm
didn't
glad
know.
that it got the praise that it like deserved, because I feel like that's what made me watch it, because people started saying like how emotional it was, and oh my god, this is after I seen The Wild Robot, and
It was
Yeah.
an emotional movie.
yeah, it was very good.
Because any movie that has to do with parents losing their kid, finding their mom, like reconnecting with their dad, I'm crying, and it was a very good
It was
movie.
a great
Had a
movie.
very good message behind it. It was a very cute movie. The animations were very, very cool. Like they were nice animations. It was
Yeah.
done well, and the storyline and the story was great. Learn from this, Colleen Hoover's people.
Oh my god, we're back on that.
I will always go back.
Okay, so I have a little bit of a hot take. One, I didn't really care for Twisters. And two, I was having this conversation at work. Yes, Glenn Powell is attractive. I think we
Yes.
can all definitively say that Glenn Powell is attractive.
Yes, we can.
But I feel like he's almost like he's so like standardly attractive that I feel like there's nothing like interesting about him. Like where like
Except his face
so I feel like it almost
and
makes
his body
me,
and
like,
his smile. Did you see his
not-
smile?
Hold on, I was talking.
Sorry.
I feel like it makes him like almost like slightly less attractive to me because there's nothing like interesting. Like there's no specific thing about him that's slightly different. He's just very standard attractive, if that makes sense. Like if
He's
it was just
attractive.
attractive white guy, it'd be a picture of Glenn Powell. And then like that's kind of it. But I like something interesting. Like give me something. I don't know. Like I don't know.
You ever been to a Krispy Kreme?
Yeah.
Was it crispy?
More than you want to know.
That's what happens when you get with Glenn Powell.
It's crispy?
And creamy.
Oh, wow. Okay. Anyways. Okay, what were your thoughts? Are you good?
I'm okay.
What were your thoughts on Twister?
It was just an okay movie.
Yeah.
But I've never really been the biggest fan of the Twister movies in general. It's cool. Yeah, they're cool. They're Storm Tracer, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was an okay movie.
Yeah.
It was an okay movie. That's kind of where I'm at with that.
Okay. Smile 2.
Caso Cerrado.
And the amount of times.
Gory.
Yeah, it was way more gory than I thought it was going to be.
I will say, though, the part that freaked me out, I think it freaked us both out. In the part where she's in her bedroom and she turns on the closet and all there's there.
Oh, yeah.
And every time she turned around, they'd move, but
They'd
she'd stop.
A little bit more. A little bit more.
Like that
Yes.
creeped me
Oh, 100%.
the F
Same.
out. I was, my jeeps were bejeebed.
Same. I just, like,
Yeah.
that got me. Also, just how dehydrated she was and just continually drinking Voss water.
Smile 2 was a Voss water ad.
I think they
the
ended
movie
up,
in its entirety was an ad for Voss water.
if you want to, like, play a drinking game and get really drunk, drink every time Voss water is shown in Smile 2.
You'll have alcohol poisoning.
Drink,
by the
drink,
end of it.
I'm going to steal Caitlin's joke. She said, drink, 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 drunk drive home.
Drink, drunk drive home.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, it really was. The whole entire movie was a Voss water ad. Can we add a couple of clips of how many times?
Oh, I mean, I don't
Not
legal-
clips, but just like snippets, like pictures.
Okay.
Voss. Not like actual snips from the movie.
Okay, I'm like, you're a legal team, so
Yeah,
we'll still
it's
contact
fine.
you if.
It's fine. We're not using clips from the movie. We're doing stills. A still.
Okay.
Still.
Okay.
A couple of stills of the Voss water. Voss. Quench your thirst with Voss water.
You're not sponsored.
I'm wearing a Voss Water t-shirt. Oh gosh, I'm thirsty. This Voss Water is delicious. You should try.
I'm like, Eddie, that's old Chick-fil-A soda that I had out. I'm just kidding. I was gonna say Chipotle because the cup is right there, but what?
No, nothing. Continue telling your funny joke.
Anyways, God, leave it to you to point it out. Okay, so a movie that got a sequel this year that was really good was Beetlejuice.
Yes, that I actually liked.
Yes.
I will say, I feel like my commentary is you go first.
Oh, I loved Beetlejuice. What's crazy is I was always scared of the original, and so it always like slightly made me feel uncomfortable, and so I avoided it for the longest time. But I watched it, I don't know, like years and years after it had come out, and finally once I was like old enough to not be super uncomfortable by it, and then I was like, cool, this is a cool movie. But the second one, I think even like exceeded my expectations on that like franchise.
I used to feel that was Supernatural, the TV show.
Okay.
I was scared to watch it.
That was the two brothers, right?
Yeah. Dean and Sam
Yeah.
Winchester. I used to be scared when it first started. I was like, oh, this is a scary show. But then after it was fine. But yes, I will agree. The second one, I did not have very high expectations for it because the first one is so great. Everybody knows Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
Beetlejuice. Like, it's just...
Don't fucking do that shit. Just kidding. I don't play around with Beetlejuice.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for watching Straighten Up with Jason Eddy. That was our episode. We hope you have a great night.
Anyways, go ahead.
Snake comes. But it was a good movie from what I was not expecting it to be. I will say that. But I just don't understand the portion. Like, why have that ex-wife in there? The woman. Beetlejuice's ex-wife, whoever she was. She played no part in the movie.
Yeah, she didn't really add to the story.
She did nothing. All it showed her was walking around and sucking the souls out of people. That's probably why he divorced her.
Yeah.
All she wanted to do was give him head, and he was like, hey, can we have a conversation?
Oh, my God.
Can we talk? Can we go out to dinner? Can we haunt these people? You're over here trying to sucky. I'm just trying to haunty, you know? I'd leave her ass too, chop her up into bits. He can do that. They're in the land of the dead. It's fine. It's not murder if you're dead already. But come on now. She gave
Yeah, I don't think she added to the story.
She added nothing. You're right. She added nothing.
Yeah. It would have been the same exact movie had she not been in it.
100%. 100%. Paul Lovett. You ever seen that?
No, I don't. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I may paw my chicken tetrazzini. Paul Lovett.
Oh yeah, I think you and Leisha were saying something like that.
Chicken tetrazzini. Paul Lovett. Yeah, it was an old thing. I think it was when Vine was around. Gosh.
Okay, do you have any movies on your mind? Is there anything that like stuck out to you?
Yes. As a matter of fact, there is.
Okay, what's up?
Just as I was so disappointed with It Ends With Us, I was so disappointed with The Joker 2.
Oh yeah.
The first movie, I'm going to say it again, say it with me, was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
The first Joker was amazing.
Yeah.
I remember I left the theater and I thought to myself, that was probably one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Hands down. Hands
down.
The best movie I've ever seen. So when the second one was coming out with Lady Gaga, I thought, oh man, this is going to be a good movie because I like her acting. I think she's good. She was great in A Star Is Born. I think I think
that movie, I cried so hard.
It's a great movie. She's good.
Yeah. I think part of the issue...
It was a musical!
Yeah. Yes, it was a musical. They had to show off Lady Gaga's talents. And I think, like, if they would have done, like, a song or two, would have been perfectly fine. Don't make it a whole musical. And two, I think that both of their acting, Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga, I think both of their acting was great. But I think the storyline just had nothing.
I
like
agree.
there was just
the storyline.
It never
sucked.
went anywhere.
The storyline sucked, as opposed to the first movie that was so amazing.
Yeah.
And then they did this malarkey.
Yeah.
Is insane to me. It's insane because I had such high expectations for this movie and it tanked.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a musical. if the first one wasn't a musical,
It was not.
why did the second one have to be a musical?
Yeah.
But I will say, I don't know if you noticed this at the end, though. Spoiler alert.
It's already been out for a while. You can't spoil it.
This is the sign. Spoiler alert. Blink, 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 blink. At the end, when Joaquin Phoenix's The Joker dies,
Are we?
the guy who kills him goes, ha ha, and then
Starts cutting his
cuts
mouth.
his face, which then fades. That sets up for, what's his name?
I don't remember his name.
The one who passed away.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger's the Joker.
Yeah.
Because he had a permanent smile because he had cut his mouth.
Yeah.
So I feel like this was a prequel to Heath Ledger's the actual Joker. I don't think Joaquin Phoenix was ever the Joker.
Yeah.
He was a setup to the actual Joker, who then became after that.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Obviously,
that's a cool little tidbit.
this is all canon. Obviously, it's
Yeah.
in my own mind, but I feel like that it's possible, it's plausible, it's plurable,
Yeah.
deplorable.
So I'm gonna say
Feasible.
right now, I will still possibly have a question at the end of this episode. But before I forget, I want you guys to put down in the comments what was your favorite movie of 2024. I wanna hear all the
And why was it a Straighten Up podcast?
and because we weren't there.
Oh,
So I want to know what your guys' favorite movie was. Okay. Thanks.
okay. So for our next segment, I think it'd be cool to do some Would You Rathers. I think it'd be fun
Okay.
to like pick the brains of each other and see. But these aren't just like regular. Like, would you rather have superpowers or not superpowers? Would you rather have socks every day or shoes every day? These are a little more in depth,
Yeah.
a little more thought provoking. You know.
Okay. Do you want to go with one first? Mostly because
sure.
I have not heard what yours are, and so we're gonna see.
Okay, let me see. Let's do. Okay,
Oh,
that's Bruno.
he literally sounds like he's like right here. I'm like, the side gate was closed, right?
Let me look in the living room.
Oh yeah, he's right here at the chicken coop.
Oh, I wonder if there's something in there.
It's probably a rat.
Okay. Anyways, so my question is, would you rather be stranded on a deserted island for 5 years or in a coma for a decade?
Ooh. I think I'm gonna take the coma. Because
The coma?
yeah, because I'm gonna have to go and like fight for my life on this island. I'm by myself. You think I'm surviving on an island by myself for 5
Have
years?
you watched Bear Grylls?
Yeah, and I'm not
Okay,
him.
You know how to do things then.
I am not him. I could make it maybe, I'm gonna say a month. Maybe. But then I'm gonna run out of something. It's gonna be harder to get food. It's gonna be harder to find, and I'm gonna die. So I'm probably not even lasting the 5 years. So I'd rather just take the coma, put me out for a little while. I'll have some dreams, and that'll be my.
Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense because in your mind, you don't know it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
In your mind, you just went to sleep and woke up.
Mm-hmm. What would you take?
I would take the island.
Okay. How are you surviving?
I've seen Bear Grylls. I have watched a lot of survivalist television. I think I could survive. I think I can do it.
Okay.
I am confident in my efforts to.
For 5 years?
It's just the same thing over and over. As long as I have a good place to live, I can find a good drinking water source. I know how to fish. I know how to cut fish. I know how to eat fish.
I know how to eat fish.
You know, so it works. I know how to. I can use my knowledge of processing chickens to process other animals.
Okay.
I think I can do it.
I
And
don't doubt that.
imagine, just imagine how skinny I'd be.
Oh my God. You'd be like Tom Hanks in
Tom
Castaway.
Hanks. I'd be like Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks in Castaway.
Wilson!
I'm so sorry to the headphones users this episode because you are screaming. Okay. I have one. Would you rather be able to teleport anywhere in the world instantly, but it's the classic you lose all your clothes?
How
Okay.
embarrassing for me.
Or would you rather be able to fly, but you could only fly at a speed of like 5 miles an hour?
Fly.
You'd fly.
100%.
You would get everywhere so slow.
But I would only then fly if I wasn't in a rush. I just mosey. I'm gonna go to my family's house.
But imagine you just tell your family, hey, put some clothes in the bathroom. I'm going to teleport into the bathroom.
But at that point, I have to then have clothes everywhere I go.
Yeah. So you would only teleport places that you knew that they would like have clothes ready for you to go. You know what I mean?
But Jason, look at the size comparisons here. I'm not gonna risk anybody seeing Shamu the second
Oh
pop
my
up
God.
in their living room on the off chance that there's clothes there for me. Hey, run, it's Godzilla! Like, they're gonna be scared of me. I'm gonna look like fucking Rasputia from Norbit.
Stop it.
Okay, let me fly at my mosey ass pace.
Okay. I'll see you there in 3 days.
That's fine. I'm not gonna fly anywhere that I need to be at a certain time. I just said that
Okay. I'll take the teleportation.
because you're skinny. You
Eddie,
don't
it
have
has nothing to
worry.
do with I still don't want people to see me naked.
Yeah, but you have less to be ashamed about than the ripples and rolls that I have going on under these clothes.
Eddie.
I look like the Michelin Man.
Stop it.
Do you look at me? I look like
Stop
the
it.
Michelin Man. There's rolls on rolls on rolls. I look like I should work at the Pillsbury Doughboy factory. You walk down the bread aisle and you see a pack
Eddie.
of Hawaiian rolls. That's me under this. It's crazy.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm just saying.
Stop.
I'm not going to be naked nowhere, no how, no way.
All this is going to be cut out.
Because ain't no one looking at these lovely lady lumps.
Okay, what's your next one?
That's all the rolls. Okay, my next one. Okay. Would you rather speak all languages or have the ability to speak to all animals?
Ooh. I think I want the ability to speak to animals. Because realistically, any languages that I want to learn, I can just still learn. Like, yeah, it'd be difficult, but I can still, like, learn them. I can't learn how to speak to animals. You know what I mean? Like, that's not something I can
True.
just learn. So I'd rather take the ability to
Okay,
speak
so
to
here's
animals.
this then.
Okay.
Let's go one up that. You're Eliza Thornberry. You meet the shaman. You have that ability, but you can't tell nobody. Could you do it without not being able to tell nobody?
Yeah.
I couldn't. I'd want to tell everybody.
I know I'd want to tell people, but I think I could. I would only like use it when I needed it, and I would just try my best to forget that I
You
am
know,
able to.
Eliza Thornberry really missed a mark on her gift.
How so?
Because had that been me, you best believe I am
Cashing
selling
in.
myself as the most experienced animal whisperer that there is. People have all these pet psychics and dog whispers and like that. It'd be me, but I would actually know because I can talk to. I would also choose animals, by the way,
Yeah,
but I could talk to
figured.
them. I'd be rich.
Yeah,
I'd be.
she was over there. She was doing the noble thing though. She was saving the savannah out in Africa or the Galapagos Islands.
What's going on? Hold on. I'm still talking. What's going on?
You're like Glinda.
He doesn't feed you. Okay. I think he's hungry. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. And you don't take him out enough. He's tired. He's lazy. He needs exercise. Yeah. It's my psychic ability. I know humans are kind of dumb. I'm sorry. You know, like it'd be great. And then I'd walk out $500 richer.
Fair. Eliza Thornberry though, she was doing the noble thing though. She was just saving them and not asking for anything in return.
Who lives in Africa here? I can't save everybody. I gotta save myself. We're in Trump's America now.
Oh my god. Okay. Here's a silly one. Would you rather have spaghetti for hair or you
Ignore
sweat,
everything I said earlier. That this is not just some.
or
silly
you
little
sweat
game.
out maple syrup?
Why this?
It's silly.
Why this? Would you rather have spaghetti for
Can
hair
you just answer the question?
or sweat out maple syrup? I'd rather have spaghetti for hair. I would not want to sweat out maple syrup. That's crazy. You're just sticky.
All the time. But keep in mind, like, it's the texture of spaghetti.
Keep in mind, bees will attack you.
So those noodles are just breaking off.
Okay, then I'll be bald.
And it's just going to grow out as, like, weird noodle pasta.
And I'll be bald. All I gotta do is just get a.
It's not. It's just like a knife that you have
then
that
I'm
you're just
bald.
using.
But to sweat out maple syrup is crazy.
I think
The amount of ants,
I think I would
bees,
go.
flies.
Keep in mind this way. I would go with the maple syrup. One, I don't sweat that often. And so, I'm sorry, when do you see me sweat?
Okay, you're right.
I don't sweat that often. And when I did sweat, then I would just smell good. You know what I mean? I would just smell like a Sunday breakfast.
And you'd be sticky.
And then I go home and take a shower. Either way, when I'm sweaty, I'm going to go home and take a shower. So, like, I think it would work out.
Give me spaghetti hair or give me death.
And then at that point, I can just go, I'll run on a treadmill, start bottling up the syrup, and then boom. Nobody would have to know what it's
Ghastly.
from. It would still be maple syrup. It wouldn't be sweat flavored maple syrup. It would just be maple syrup. Am I wrong?
You're just selling your sweat to people.
You were going to sell your talents. You were going to talk to animals and con people.
But that's not me sweating it out of my pituitary glands and having them consume it.
They don't have to know.
I would blow the whistle on you so bad.
Aunt Jason's maple syrup.
Aunt Jason's. Aunt Ermina Marie.
Aunt Ermina Marie. Anyways, what's your next one?
Let's see. Oh, okay. Would you rather have nobody show up to your wedding or nobody show up to your funeral? And you can't say both because it's going to happen.
I wasn't going to say both.
Oh, good.
I think I would rather have nobody show up to my funeral because I'm dead. You know? Like, I won't know that nobody showed up, and, you know. It would suck to know that, like, while I'm alive, that was my agreement. Like, okay, nobody's going to show up. But I'd be like, well, but if I'm there having the best day of my life, supposedly, at my wedding, and literally not one person shows up, does that also include my partner? It's just me? Like,
He just ran off.
You know what? Yeah, funeral. I'm going funeral. What about you?
I don't know. Both are so equally tragic.
Mm-hmm.
See that tragically beautiful girl? The one in the coffin? Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess I would choose funeral too. I mean, I'd be sad that I didn't touch anybody's lives, that they wouldn't come and watch me, you know, be dead. But I would probably be dead if no one came to my wedding.
Yeah, that's fair. I wonder though, like, if like all of you, like, if it's like that, like all of your partners' people show up, but just none of your people. Oh, I'm sorry, he's asleep. Forever. Like, I wonder if that's what it would be like though. Like all of your partners' people show up, but then none of your people show up.
Forever.
Is this how a podcast works?
Nobody shows up to your wedding.
But like, that's what I mean.
Nobody shows up to your funeral.
Not even the groom?
Nobody.
So then you don't get married.
I mean, the groom, it's your wedding day, but
yeah,
nobody
but you
comes.
just repeated nobody 8 times.
Nobody comes, and then nobody shows up.
Okay, so I have one. Would you rather relive any one day of your life, like Groundhog Day style, but you're like aware that it's just repeating again and again and again, and you're just stuck in this like cycle,
Perpetual loop.
Yeah. Or it's like 50 First Dates. You cannot remember anything prior to the day you're living.
Is there any chance that it's gonna stop being the same day.
You're either stuck in that one thing or you're stuck never.
Then I would choose the same day.
Yeah.
Because I would just find different ways to make that day crazy.
Wait, you want the relive the same day
Yeah,
every day?
yeah.
Huh.
Because it would reset. And I would have the knowledge, so every day I would just do something crazy. There's so much time. I don't have to go to bed at 9 o'clock every day. There's so much time in a day.
Yeah.
There's so many things to do in a whole day for me to be bored of the same day.
I feel like my whole thing is like, I wonder, like, are you aging in this situation, or are you just like stuck there
No,
for
it's
eternity?
perpetual. You're stuck there for eternity. But I can hop on a plane and be in a different state in 6 hours and have the best day out there. Go to sleep and I'm back and the money's back in my account.
Imagine you spend the day just stuck in. Imagine you would have to pick a day that you had a lot of money. Otherwise, you'd have to go rob a bank.
Exactly. I'd go to jail, but guess what? I'm back.
I think I would just rather not have my memories from the previous
Oh no,
days.
the same day every day. I would
Because then at that point, every day would be new.
there's so many things that I would do.
I just like, I don't know. I feel like I would just go crazy reliving the same thing.
But
every
it's
single
not. I
day.
just told you it's not.
No. I understand, but like,
You it probably would be. I can see that.
what do you mean?
I can see you living the exact same day every day.
I think I would also get bored. Like if I had to be stuck there, yes. But if I was doing,
I don't know.
Like
I
my-
would go other
if-
I would do stuff with my day.
so if I was able to just like continually live each day, but I knew that I couldn't remember anything. Like I was aware that like, oh, I don't know anything that's happened prior. Then, okay, what's stopping me from doing anything today? I don't know anybody. I don't know anything prior. I don't
Because
know.
you still have to live with the consequences, the repercussions. Just because you don't remember it
yeah, I
happened
know. I'm
doesn't
not
mean
gonna
it
do
didn't
anything
happen
crazy illegal.
that you know of.
But I'm gonna
You
go and
forgot.
just do whatever it is that I'm gonna
But
do.
you forget. But you don't know anything. That's wild to me. It's where everyone's entitled to their own opinion, no matter how right or
That's
wrong
why
they
it's
may
called
be.
the Would You Rather.
But I feel like my way
Ba-da-ba.
is the better option.
Okay, what's your next one?
Okay. Would you rather be an amazing artist but never be able to see any of the art you create, or being an amazing musician but never be able to hear any of the music that you make?
Am I getting like the fame from this? Like, am I
sure.
famous but I just can't hear any of my stuff?
Sure.
I think a musician then, because I already like in some way create art, and I'd rather just continue doing that. But I don't do music, and I feel like it's easier.
I said
to become-
amazing art.
And I think it's easier to become famous doing music than it is to do art. So I'd probably make more money.
Amazing art.
I know, but I think
it's
it's
in the context.
I understand, but I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm aware of the jobs you're
Okay.
making.
Just making sure.
Anyways, so I think music is easier to become famous at. So I think I'd make more money, and so I'd benefit more. If I can't even listen to it anyways, then cool, I'll just make the music and then get whatever money from it.
How sad though.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, both are sad.
Music is so moving.
Yeah.
and you
But
can't listen to
But
it.
in this world, am I making both and I just don't get to experience one? You know what I mean?
No, it's a would you rather.
That's what I mean.
Would you rather do amazing artwork
So, but if I'm doing
or
art,
create amazing music, but you cannot see your art or hear your music?
that's what I mean.
different
So if I'm
dimensions?
doing art, though, I'm not even making music.
Amazing artwork.
If I'm making amazing artwork,
Okay.
I'm not doing music.
No.
So then I'd rather just make the music, let people enjoy it, and make the money from it, than make the art and then like I said, it just makes more money.
People make a lot of money with art.
I mean, yeah, but I think
People
it's
sell
just
their stuff for like
easier.
$800-$900, thousands of dollars sometimes.
Yeah, I just think it's easier to like make it with music, and I feel like it'd be cooler. Like you'd be more well known. You know, not very many people.
There's a lot of well-known
name
artists.
a painter
Pablo
right now
Picasso.
that's alive. That's alive that you could go and meet.
Oh, I don't know, but I'm
See?
just saying.
But
Right,
name an
but-
artist,
but-
like a music artist.
But
You know tons of them.
but I'm not into paintings like that. That's not my forte. I'm not looking for all these crazy art pieces.
That's what I
But
mean.
there are
It's
people
just-
who are though. So there's some crazy famous artists out there that are very well known in the art community. I'm not part of that community, so I wouldn't know somebody off the top of my head.
Yeah, but I mean that's fine. I'm just saying it's obviously more common to know popular music
I
artists.
feel like you're shitting on the artists of the world.
Why would I? I'm trying to be one of the artists of the world.
Amazing art.
I understand you hate my art. I got it.
I don't hate your art.
Anyways,
I like the Timothée Chalamet you made me.
Okay, let's see. Would you rather be able to visit any fictional world of your choice, but be stuck there permanently with
Yes.
no way to return,
Yes.
or have every fictional character of your choice be brought to life in the real world, but they see you as a villain in their story?
The first one.
You just want to be stuck.
Yeah.
Where would you be stuck?
Somewhere magical.
So
I
Harry
can
Potter?
learn magic. I don't know if Harry Potter. Because I don't know if you can become. Yes, you can be Muggle born, but I don't know if you can be Muggle born and be a Muggle yourself and then learn magic. But I would want to be somewhere like Alice in Wonderland where I can eat something and like I have these powers. You know, somewhere magical, somewhere I can get these powers.
Yeah. I think
Because what if I'm like, oh heck yeah, I really love Naruto. I want him to be real. Naruto, my best friend, and he's trying to kill me because I'm a villain.
fair. I think the downside is the fact that like obviously you would just go completely by yourself. You know what I mean? Like you
I'd
wouldn't.
make friends.
But that's what I mean. You would have to basically get rid of your entire life and go somewhere else.
Right, but at the time I didn't know that, so I think I'm just going on an adventure, and then it turns out I can't. So I'm not going with the knowledge.
Yeah, but then you're sad that you're stuck there and you can't come back to life.
Yeah, but then I get super freaking crazy magic powers.
Then I get super freaking crazy.
And I'm super freaking amazing and powerful, and I'm like freaking heckin' in charge of stuff.
freaking
Widowy, I'm gonna be fucking
magic powers.
Widowy, I'm getting some heckin' magic powers, and Widowy, I'm gonna be freaking heckin' amazing with magic powers. Widowy.
Okay, do you have another?
Another. Would you rather never age physically or never age mentally?
Do you know your answer?
Physically. I would never want to age physically. Give me immortality. Let me be.
Yeah, does that mean you live forever then?
Yeah, you're never
If you're
aging.
just-
You're not aging.
Or is it just the fact that you don't look young?
I'm never
Or
aging.
you don't look old, I mean.
I'm never aging.
So then, I don't want to be immortal.
I do.
I guess mentally then, so I can like keep my.
Dorian Gray me up, baby.
I would not. The idea of doing that seems crazy to me. That like, you would just have to experience everything.
I want to be immortal.
Yeah, I think I would
I
take.
want to be where the people are. I want to be alive forever. Strolling along down those, what's it called? Oh, streets. Everyone's dead, but not me.
How long
I'm
is
still
this gonna go
alive
for?
because of my immortality.
You
I'm
done? Okay, cool.
I'm done.
Would you rather have fingers as long as your legs,
Oh.
or legs as long as your fingers?
Oh.
So your fingers are all the way down here.
It's a long leg.
That is, yeah.
My slippers.
Or
that is a long leg or
your
a short
legs
leg.
are. Oh, you're really giving away the fact you're wearing your slippers.
I am.
And
I rarely ever wear shoes on this podcast. I want you guys to know.
yeah, I think you also already outed yourself in one of the old episodes. But your legs are like this long.
I would want leg fingers.
Leg fingers. Oh my god. I wonder if like they'd have like some strength to them a little bit, because obviously like here we can grab things, but I wonder if they're that long.
Clack.
Trying to like like you can grab that from and just.
Yeah, like my toes.
I wonder how that would work.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's. I mean, I have a bunch more, but I have one more. Okay, would you rather be stuck in a room full of spiders or a room full of snakes?
What kind of ridiculous question is that?
Give me the snakes, baby.
I'm a snake.
Literally,
I'm a little slither. I'm a slither in your garden. I'm a snake. Yeah, forget those spiders. I'm so scared of spiders, guys.
I know. You would not be able to do it.
I am petrified of spiders.
You would not go even in that room.
I would die. I'd break my own neck before I did that. Snakes. Snake me up.
Yeah. Agreed. Okay.
I'd be like Britney Spears.
Do you want to end it? You want me to end it?
And that concludes our episode for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like, follow, and subscribe to us on all of our social media accounts.
That's a you thing. We're not switching that up.
You can follow us on.
I really enjoyed this episode.
You
I
can
think
follow
it was
us
really
on
fun.
all social media at our handle, straighten_up_pod, all the way across the board. Link in bio.
Would you rather follow us on TikTok or Instagram? ¿Por qué no los dos? And for all of you non-Spanish speakers out there, that's why not both.
Goodbye.
Oh, bye. Are you not going to give your regular bye?
Bye.
Bye.
I said, actually, you know what? You should just straighten up.
Oh my God.